What's going on, gamers? I hope everyone's been enjoying the Halloween festivities so far. I just wanted to put out a quick PSA to everyone who is newer to Guild Wars 2 or just anyone who doesn't have this incredible item yet. Don't make the same mistake I did and underestimate the value of this item, the candy corn gobbler. It's only available for a few weeks every year during the Halloween festival, and when I first decided that I needed this item, it was essentially right after the Halloween festival ended, so I had to wait a whole year before I could get it. If you're enjoying this game and you can see yourself playing for at least another 6 months to a year, you will almost certainly get big value out of this item. Basically, all it does is gives you some buffs in exchange for candy corn, which is one of the Halloween materials you get a lot of during the festival, but its supply is limited for the rest of the year. And the reason this is so valuable is because some of the buffs that it gives you directly increase how much gold you can earn from activities or save you time from grinding things. These buffs can be obtained in other ways, but you'll just be paying a fortune for a limited time effect, which is a huge waste of gems, since you can just get them essentially infinitely with some candy corn once you have this item. It does give you a few kind of worthless buffs that you can basically ignore, but also 3 really important buffs. The item booster, this one is very important during the Halloween labyrinth farm, since it gives you an additional 50% magic find, which is the most important buff to get as high as you possibly can while doing this farm to get maximum profit. The karma booster, this one is great for anyone who is farming karma. The best farm being the orphan farm. It's not as brutal as it sounds, don't worry, during the Winter's Day festival. I've got a guide on this farm as well if you're interested. And finally, the experience booster, probably the most useful of them all. This buff gives you an additional 50% experience in all game modes. This means more spirit shards, which means more gold in PvE, and in competitive game modes it's just as valuable to speed up your time grinding reward tracks. Even if you're like me and don't play a lot of competitive game modes, this is actually even more valuable to you, since if you ever do need to grind out something from these game modes, if you need to get something that you can only get from reward tracks, for example a gift of battle, this buff can help to massively decrease the amount of time needed to spend in these game modes. Additionally, with an update on how this item works that happened early 2024, this item is now way easier to use. You used to be able to only use it every few seconds and have to have the candy corn in your inventory and very slowly stack the buffs up over time, usually using something like an auto clicker so you don't go insane. Now it simply opens a vendor window and all you have to do is choose how much candy corn you want to spend, and it instantly pulls the candy corn out of your material storage and applies the buffs straight away, which is so much better. I can't even stress this enough. Alrighty, and that's it. That's everything from me. Get this item from the gem store if you so desire before it's gone for another year, and enjoy the festival, gamers. See you in the next one.